And I tell you openly, because it's no secret, there were major delays in the supply of weapons and armaments. This delay is about to be released soon. The outline for a ceasefire in Lebanon. The duration of the ceasefire depends on what will happen in Lebanon. And that's how I drive even today. I look at all fronts at the same time and I see the overall picture. I am determined to give our heroic soldiers every means to preserve their lives and bring us victory. In full understanding with the US, we maintain full military freedom of action. If Hezbollah violates the agreement and tries to arm itself, we will attack. If it tries to renew terrorist infrastructure near the border, we will attack. If it launches a rocket, if he will dig a tunnel, if he brings in a truck with missiles, we will attack. He will dig a tunnel, if he brings in a truck with missiles, we will attack. They tell me, Hezbollah will sit quietly for a year or two, it will strengthen, and then it will attack us. But Hezbollah will violate the ceasefire not only if it shoots at us. He will also violate the agreement when he tries to arm himself to shoot at us in the future. For every violation of his, we will respond strongly. I know there are those who don't believe we will. But many also did not believe that we would enter the Gaza Strip, and we did. They did not believe that we would enter Shifa and Khan Yunis, and we did. They did not believe that in the face of great international pressure we would enter Rafah and Philadelphia, and not only did we enter, we attacked, and how we attacked. There were also many who did not believe that we would attack in Lebanon, and there we attacked. We attacked with power and sophistication that surprised the whole world. So after all this, maybe you should start believing. To believe in our determination, our way, our commitment to victory. So why make a ceasefire now? There are three main reasons. First reason, focusing on the Iranian threat. And I won't elaborate on that. Second reason, complete renewal of strength and renewal. And I tell you openly, because it's no secret, there were major delays in the supply of weapons and armaments. This delay is about to be released soon. We will equip ourselves with advanced means of warfare that will preserve the lives of our soldiers, and give us additional force to complete our missions. And a third reason for a ceasefire, cutting off the arenas and isolating Hamas. From the second day of the war, Hamas built on Hezbollah to fight alongside it. And when Hezbollah is out of the picture, Hamas is left alone in the campaign. Our pressure on them will increase, and this will help the sacred mission of freeing our hostages. I would like to tell you, at any given moment of the management of this campaign, I am looking at all the fronts at the same time. This is how I acted when I decided at the beginning of the war to focus on Gaza, and not to open a broad second front in Lebanon. That's how I used to do it a few months when the conditions were ripe to turn north, then we decided to focus on Hezbollah. This is how I acted following the missile attack from Iran, when we carefully chose the timing of the response and the nature of the response. The seventh front, Lebanon. Hezbollah chose to attack us from there on October 8th. A year has passed, this is no longer the same Hezbollah. We set it back decades. We eliminated Nasrallah, the axis of the axis. We destroyed all the senior officials of the organization, destroyed most of its missiles and rockets, eliminated thousands of terrorists and destroyed the underground and terrorist infrastructures near our border, infrastructures that were built over years. We attacked strategic targets all over Lebanon, and brought down dozens of terrorist towers in Netahyahu. The ground in Beirut is shaking. Just 3 months ago all this would have sounded like science fiction. But it's not science fiction. We did it. In the last year we have turned the bowl upside down. We were attacked on 7 fronts, and we fought a fierce war. We are changing the face of the Middle East. We are doing all this thanks to our heroic soldiers, thanks to your firm stand and thanks to the firm and intelligent management of the war. I have said many times, a good agreement is an agreement that is enforced, and we will enforce it. With God's help, we will establish security, blossom the north, and continue together until victory. I promised you victory, and we will achieve victory. We will complete the elimination of Hamas, we will return all our abductees, we will ensure that Gaza will no longer pose a threat to Israel, and we will return the residents of the north safely to their homes. The war will not end until we achieve all of its goals, including until we return the residents of the north safely home. And I want to tell you, it will happen, just as it happened in the south. My friends, residents of the north, I am proud of you. I am proud of your resilience, and I am fully committed to your safety, to the restoration of your settlements, to your future. Until now, thanks to the bravery of our fighters in the IDF, the Shin Bet, the Mossad and the Israel police, we have achieved enormous achievements on the 7 fronts of the Resurrection War. These achievements cause astonishment and admiration in the entire world, and they project Israel's power throughout the Middle East, first, at the head of the octopus, in Iran. We have destroyed significant parts of its air defense and missile production capacity, and destroyed a significant component of its nuclear program. I am determined to do whatever it takes to prevent Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons. This threat is always at the forefront of my mind, and it is even more true today, when you hear the repeated statements of Iran's leaders about their intention to equip themselves with nuclear weapons. For me, removing this threat is the most important task to ensure the existence and future of the State of Israel in Gaza. We dismantled the Hamas battalions, killed about 20,000 terrorists, eliminated Sinwar, eliminated DAF, eliminated the senior leaders of the organization, and recovered 154 of our abductees. We are committed to returning everyone home, the 101 abductees who remained in Gaza, both the living and the dead, and bring an end to the terrible suffering of their families. We are of course obliged to complete the destruction of Hamas. In Judea and Samaria, we eliminate hundreds of terrorists, we destroy terrorist infrastructures and we operate in all terrorist strongholds. There is no place we do not reach. In Yemen, we powerfully attacked the Houthi port of the Houthis, which the international coalition had not done before. In Iraq, we successfully stopped, and we are still stopping, many attacks by UAFs, and here too we have challenges ahead of us. In Syria, we are systematically thwarting the attempts of Iran, Hezbollah and the Syrian army to transfer weapons to Lebanon. Assad must understand, he is playing with fire.
ואנחנו נאכוף אותו. בעזרת השם, נבסס את הביטחון, נפריח את הצפון, ונמשיך יחד עד הניצחון.